Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2021 drama thriller Time Now. A film that is written and directed by Spencer King, and it stars Eleanor Lambert, who is the daughter of Christopher Lambert and Diane Lane, Claudia Back and Paige Kendrick. Now this film tells the story of Eleanor Lambert's character Jenny, who after discovering the death of her twin brother returns home to a family grieving. She stays with her aunt. She has a little son, and she endeavours to find out what in actual fact happened with her brother's death by getting to know the people closest to him. What she finds out is something that is shocking and disturbing, and she feels like she has to do something about it. Right. What are my thoughts on Time Now? Well, this is a nice, tidy, character-driven, well-written, well-shot drama film. It's slow-paced, it's got a slow burn to it. It is definitely not for everybody. IMDb has this listed as a horror as well as a thriller and a drama. There's no horror here. This film is essentially just a drama with some thriller elements sewn into it late on into the film. But that's not to say it's a bad film. As I've said, it's well written. The characters are all believable. And I believe this is Eleanor Lambert's first role. And I think she does a remarkable job here. I think we should keep an eye on this actress. She does a really, really good job of playing this very layered character that is repressed in some way. She's grieving, obviously. She's estranged from her family, which you see very clearly in the film. She's got a poor relationship with her mother, and she's distanced from her father. The best relationship she's got is with her aunt, who's played superbly by Claudia Black, who is excellent in the film as well. But this character, Jenny, I say, is very sullen, very melancholy, and almost has this blockage in her life, and she can't move forward. She's in a failed relationship with the father of her son. She's trying to mend bridges with her family. At the same time, she's trying to discover what happened to her brother, and she's grieving all at the same time. So she's not a happy, jolly character in any way, shape or form, but you can relate to that and empathise and sympathise with this character. And for her first on-screen performance, I think she does a really, really good job here. There are excellent performances littered throughout the whole thing. Everybody, like I say, plays believable characters. Are all well written, fairly well fleshed out, and even the ones that aren't fairly well fleshed out, you believe them. You believe the real people. There was one performance that I thought, I don't know, it felt a little bit forced. But maybe that was just me. Maybe because everybody else felt bit more grounded, a bit more believable. There was one performance that I felt was a little bit forced, and that was this guy who's got this fledgling music career, who is directly linked to the brother who has passed away, who we'll learn more about as the film progresses. There were moments where I just felt it was a little bit forced, his performance, but it's not a bad performance. It just felt a little bit off kilter compared to the rest of the performances in the film. As I've mentioned, it is very much a slow-paced, slow burn of a film, and it takes a while to settle to tell the story behind the brother's death. You start the film, you realise there's been a death in the family, everyone's grieving and this kind of stuff, and there's almost a moment in the film where you're kind of thinking, okay, well, what's next? Where do we go from here? So it takes a while for that all to settle and for it to move on and continue to tell the story. And like I say, impatient viewers may not enjoy the way the film is paced in that way. But if you're a patient film watcher, you'll probably ultimately get a little bit more from this film, because like I say, it's quite a rewarding and actually I think it was beautifully shot at times by the director, who's clearly got some talent. But also, I think it goes for a really quite brave ending. Not an ending I expected. But yeah, I have to say, I thought it was quite a brave take on the ending. And I think overall, this film, it deals with grief in a believable way. and it's got characters in it that feel well established, and they feel grounded, and they feel real, and they feel like real people. I think it's paced nicely for a drama like this. And it's got some engaging performances, and it's ultimately rewarding if you're patient enough to wait. So, for me, I thought it was nicely done. I think there are people out there that won't enjoy this sort of thing, especially those of you going into it thinking there is some horror here. There is no horror here other than, the horror of people's real life and dealing with grief, but, not in the traditional sense. There's no horror here. Nicely made film though, nice, very enjoyable for the most part, if a little bit melancholy and a little bit slow. So I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Rewarding if you will give it the time and watch it. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. I hope you like this review. I do hope you maybe give this film a chance, and I'll be back with plenty more reviews on the channel very, very soon.